Okay, guys, I'm going to show you why this formula works in a graph, okay? So find the distance between these 2 points. Now, if you want, and if you have graph paper, you can graph the 2 points in the coordinate plane. So remember, this is x comma y. So I have the point 5 comma 5, so I went 5 units to the right, then 5 units up, so that gave me that point. I went 2 units over and 1 unit up for this point of 2 comma 1. So this formula here, and I'm going to erase this so I have room to draw my triangle. I'm going to show you why this formula works. So the first thing I did was graph my 2 points. I'm going to connect the 2 points together with a line. This is my hypotenuse. Remember, the hypotenuse is the shortest distance between the 2 points. So looking at this problem, the shortest distance between the 2 points they gave me is that line that connects them directly. Now, I have to identify my legs. So what happens here is we're going to turn this into a right triangle. You can put the right triangle above or below. I'm going to go with below. So you want to follow the graph paper because you know the graph paper makes a right angle. And then now this we can just count. We get a 3 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 that way. So it's 3 units and 4 units. And then we can use the Pythagorean theorem or the distance formula like we did before. It's the square root of one of the legs squared plus the other leg squared. Put all this beautiful stuff. And if you don't believe me, you can try it yourself, but it gives you a magical number 5. I just know that this one always gives the 5. We always have the pattern of 3, 4, 5. Now, most of you probably don't have graph paper lying around. I know that I didn't have that just, okay, I was a nerd. I probably did have that at home. So I'm going to show you how we can take these scary points, plug it into this equation, but in the next video, I'm going to show you an even easier way. Okay, so you do not have to copy this down over here because that's just a graph, so I can show you how it works. So here, I'm going to write out my template. My template says to take my my variable of x and my variable of x, the x coordinates for my points. I'm going to plug them in. And then this over here says the variable or the value for my y spot and plug it in over here. Okay, so all I did was kept just the parts of the equation I needed. Okay, so the template is find the difference, square it, add it, square root. I will show you an easier way, okay? Just bear with me. I need you guys to appreciate the easier way. So here, this is my x value, and this over here is my y value. This here, on the second point, my x value is first, my y value is second. It doesn't matter which position you put it in. It's not like slope, but it does matter that we put our x's together and our y's together. So my x's, so my first number listed is my x. Up here is a 5. My first number listed in my ordered pair over here is a 2. And then over here, my y coordinate, I have a 5 and a 1. And it doesn't matter what order you put it in. So we have a 5 minus 2 squared plus 5 minus 1 squared. And all of that in the square root. Now you can put all of this. If you want to, you can put all of this in the calculator. Be careful because you have to put the square root has to go over all of it. You have to do subtraction and you have to have your addition sign in between. So any typo can easily get this whole problem wrong. But this here is easy-ish math. So here, 5 minus 2 is 3. So I have 3 squared. 5 minus 1 is 4. So I have 4 squared. And it's addition in between. Now I'm going to just do it by hand because I know these numbers. 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16, 9 plus 16 is 25, and the square root of 25 is 5. So if it was 5 going this way, or 3 units going left and right, 4 units going up and down, it is 5 units total is the shortest distance to get from point A to point B, from this point to that point.